And yo, it's my life, my time, my rights, my rhymes, my grind, my struggle, hustle, sweat in my blood too. A breath that smells.
2003. It was a great year for 13-year-old Robbo. 8 Mile came out, and I realized that I wanted to grow up to become a famous rapper. Trish Stratus was the hottest woman on the planet to me at the time, and most importantly for this video, Smackdown Here Comes the Pain came out on PS2. So where does it lie in a legacy of WWE video games? Some people argue that WWF No Mercy is the gold standard in pro wrestling video games, and I think we can all agree that WWE 2K20 is an all-time low for the series, to the point that 2K Studios are not even making a 2K21. Time to find out where Here Comes the Pain goes on that spectrum. In honor of cover star Brock Lesnar, let's do this. Like most WWE games, the story of this game is encapsulated in a season mode, also known at times as a career mode. Here Comes the Pain does a wonderful job at giving depth to the universe of WWE, beginning season mode with a dramatic shot of your chosen wrestler standing in an empty, grayed-out arena. Poses the question, why do you wrestle? A simple mission statement, but effective in setting a serious tone. The only possible knock on this element of Here Comes the Pain is the lack of voice acting that would appear in later installments of WWE games. But the developers, THQ, give so much detail that it is still an immersive experience with the text-based approach. From there, we go to a draft for Raw and SmackDown, and the roster is truly an embarrassment of riches in Here Comes the Pain. The brand extension was in full effect in 2003, and Raw and SmackDown had enough strength in their individual rosters to host their own single-brand pay-per-views. Here Comes the Pain is by far the most stacked roster ever in a WWE game, at least to that point. Going into each show, you can choose to play, skip, or watch every match on the card besides your own. So, if you have no life, like 13-year-old Robbo, get amongst it. Throughout the course of season mode, you can interact with people backstage, including your GM, and guide the course of your career through these interactions.
Yo, this is PlayStation 2 Smackdown. Here comes the pain. The fire in the game's insane, and I'm not talking about Kane. You won't believe all the divas in a bra and panties match. Create your own superstar. It keeps all your stats. This time they added blood. You can tell when you're in danger, and I dare you to conquer the Elimination Chamber. We got too many options, it'll fool any geek. In Legends mode, you can use Snooker or the Iron Sheik. Yo, this is Thugonomics, man. This class is dismissed. So go, get out, man, and cop that disc. What?
When it comes to the graphics of Here Comes the Pain, we obviously need to grade on a curve. The game came out 17 years ago. Damn, saying that makes me feel old as fuck. And the PS2 simply doesn't have the power of current gen consoles. As you can see from the selection of screenshots and clips, Here Comes the Pain made the most of the technology they had available, providing realistic looking rendering of each wrestler, as well as the arenas and impressive lighting effects. Also, Here Comes the Pain demonstrated impressive graphical capabilities with the introduction of new match types, including the beautifully brutal Elimination Chamber and the bra and panties match, which was very entertaining as a teenager living in a world without high-speed internet. At the end of the day, no matter how pretty a game is, or how cool the story is, the gameplay has to be on point to be truly elite. Luckily, Here Comes the Pain nailed it. First of all, we have to acknowledge the roster again. This era, the Ruthless Aggression era, had so much going for it, and it gave us so many more gameplay options. From Attitude Era stars still doing their thing like Austin and Rock, to new blood like Brock Lesnar and John Cena, to legends like Rowdy Roddy Piper, and Here Comes the Pain also had legends that weren't active in WWE at the time, like Jimmy Snuka and Iron Sheik, setting that precedent for legends in later games. The actual combat in the game found the perfect sweet spot for pro wrestling games, part arcade style, part realistic, but never too far in either direction. We had the freedom to take the fight backstage, with lots of interactive options, or keep it in the ring, where the animations and motion detections were top notch, also a much improved submission game from games before and games after. And I've yet to see a glitch in 13 years of playing Here Comes the Pain. Okay guys, overall, I'll give Here Comes the Pain 9.5 out of 10. In each category, we've got the story mode at a 10 out of 10, the graphics at a 9 out of 10, grading on that PS2 curve based on what the PS2 can do. And finally, gameplay, hitting that perfect sweet spot of arcade versus realism. I think Here Comes the Pain have it right. That's the way all video games and wrestling should be. And sorry no mercy, Here Comes the Pain is the best pro wrestling video game of all time. Let me know if you agree or disagree. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe. Till next time, I'm Robbo. Take care.